Guys, Gran Turismo 7. I know it's been a minute since I posted some new stuff for you guys with this game, but we are back. And today's video is a fun little experiment because I'm going to be taking, in my opinion, my favorite car, one of the fastest cars in the game. We're going to be testing it with the worst tires in the game and the best tires. So how this is going to work, we're going to be putting the F3500A, which is not the car you guys are seeing around. This is like my go-to like grind car. This is my TT. My F3500A, we're going to be running comfort softs on an F1 car and see what it's like. And then we're going to go to racing softs and see the difference between the two. So let's go ahead and get out of the escapes movies with the TT and bump on over to the F3500A, which is very patiently waiting for us. Alright, let's get a good look at it on the comfort hards, just because I am genuinely curious how this thing looks. So first off, you'll notice the performance points will drop a lot. 813 performance points from 993 on what's effectively like a very, very, very street tire, fundamental street tire. This is the worst tire in the game for the road. So yeah, I'm curious how this is gonna go. So of course my F3500 is rocking a Jordan 199 livery, and yeah, that's one of my favorites, classic F1 cars, honestly. Let's see, what track do we want to do today? This is, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is the second take. I filmed this in its entirety once before, and for some reason, my audio didn't work. So, yeah, not a good time. Not a good time at all. So, I think we're going to utilize Dragon Trail, which instead of doing gardens like I've done in the past, we're going to use Seaside, because this track does have a Monaco-esque chicane, aka the Death Chicane. So this car's never been around here, so that's what's going to make this real interesting. So you can see our leaderboard here. The F1500 did a 117 around here. The R18 did a 118.8. The SF23 did a 121.6 out here. All these were before the physics changed, so this will be interesting. So we're going to do our first lap on the comfort softs. Let's head to the track. This thing is not getting any traction. I'm going to have to be very cautious with steering input. You're just understeering. I bet if it's just spinning. Oh my goodness. That is a major spin. Okay, let's retry that. So, we are in VR. It's really the only way I enjoy playing this game now. I really can't play this like a normal person anymore. We're shifting to third. I'm going to go ahead and shift it. Watch the throttle input. Alright, I think it's safe to dig into it now. I'm going to brake real early coming into the first couple corners, just because I know this thing's not going to handle well. We're understeering so bad. This car with these tires does not really work. Half throttle it a little bit, getting a lot of wheel spin. I'm going to try to dig in a little bit here. This car definitely hates this. This thing, oh my goodness, I can't drive this like how I want to drive it. Oh my goodness. Full throttle. So we head down into the very sharp right-hander. Lots and lots of understeer here. So I could take the Death Chicane pretty quick on these cars. Short shift, full throttle in fifth gear. Yeah, this car is borderline impossible to drive on these tires, as one would expect of an F1 car on what's effectively like, I guess with the hard compound, like a Michelin all-season tire. 147.6. And I think for thoroughness sake, we're going to throw sports mediums on next, just for thoroughness sake. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm choosing the mediums just because I figured it's a very good like comparison, going from the comfort hards to the sports mediums to the racing softs. So we should get a bit of a bump in performance points with that, but not entirely sure how much. So we are at 939, so we're back over 900 performance points now. I don't expect this to be a whole lot better. Where did this go? Where did that go on the leaderboard with those tires? It's still... Is it really like that slow? Oh my goodness, it didn't even make the top 20. Holy cow. It didn't even make the top 20. We're at 147. All right, let's go sport mediums. A little closer to slicks. Still probably not going to get a crazy good lap out of this car, but we are back in the 900s, so there is that. Lots of wheel spin, but I'm a lot more confident with these tires on it. Still see they're grooved. I feel like sports softs would be very, I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know, were they running groove tires in the late 90s? I knew that was like an early 2000s thing, like during the early V8 era. Lots of wheel spin in third. Short shift in the fourth, it seems to clean that up. Yeah, this car actually drives fairly good on these tires. Still a lot of wheel spin through second and third and part of fourth gear, but more than controllable. Let's see how well it does through here. Only had to let off a little bit more than I would probably do in the racing tires. Alright, into the tight right-hander. You can see that cruise ship looks kind of like the Costa ships. Overshot that a little bit, it's fine. Probably not the Costa Concordia at least, but a Costa cruise ship. Alright, let's see how well we can go through here. I'm going to let off a little bit as we enter the chicane. Hard on the brakes into the second to last indoor final corner, however you want to classify this. Aesthetically up here is a bit of a corner. Full throttle. Gripped up in third that time. Dramatic improvement, a 123.2. Not bad at all. So yeah, these tires are a lot more groovy. These look kind of like the Yokohamas I bought for my car, honestly. My GTI, I bought some Yokohama 8009s for that thing. Alright. Now finally, let's go to the best tires in the game. Racing softs. So did that crack the top 20? It cracked the top 10 on sports mediums over what I assume was a really bad SF19 lap. Because I'm 90% sure that car could go faster on here. It beat the IDR and what I assume is racing softs, the Ferrari VGT and what I know is racing softs, and the X 2019 competition, which obviously I must have sucked because that's a terrible lap for an X 2019. All right, we're now on the softest, the stickiest tires in the game, the racing softs, with this car rocking the Bridgestone stickers on it. All right, stickiest tires in the game. Here we go. Let's see what this thing can do. That is our sports mediums time in front of us. The Ghost, at least, is a sports medium. So you can brake a lot later with these tires. This car is very touchy. You have to really watch your throttle inputs or it will spin you out. Probably could have done that a little faster, but it's okay. Because I very barely lifted. I probably could take that flat out, honestly, but not in sixth. Probably top of fifth. All right, hard on the brakes, into the right-hander here. This is going to be really fast sector here. Tail end kicks out a little bit there. Because I know for a fact this car is going to eat this up, and it does. I do tap the wall a little bit there at exit. Probably could have cut in a little sooner, and that wouldn't have happened. Gonna click it in a third, help it get some traction out of that corner. All right, 116.9. I'm gonna go one more go around just because I think I could beat my best lap here with this car. Let's brake a little bit later. Click into the third a little early, help me out with some traction. Try to balance out the fact that I've got a bit of a heavy foot. No lifting, all traction control doing the job there. All right, I just got to really watch that exit coming out of the chicane up here. Oh, there was a lot more of a slide than I would have liked through there. See, look how much time. We just blew away the ghost. All because I didn't tap that wall there. $116.5. I'll take that. That's solid. Looks good on those Bridgestone tires, too. That was fun. All right, let's see where that soft time round up, because I know that's going to be way up there. And it is the fastest time I've ever done. Yeah, 116.5 took the top spot in the leaderboard. So going back, that is a 7-second increase from the sports mediums, and over close to 30 seconds, if not more, than the comfort hard tires. Yeah, 31 seconds in difference from the racing softs to the comfort hards. That is a crazy increase in just all ways. The F3500 feels a lot better. It feels way more at home on the slicks, obviously. Just for fun, I say we put this thing on wet tires and do one more lap. So we are now on the racing heavy wets. This should be interesting. I'm curious how this is going to go, because these tires are very grooved, but I believe the compound is softer than a comfort tire. Yeah, I mean, it hooks like a freaking sports tire. So, yeah, let's just see what happens. I mean, obviously we're not going to beat the racing soft time, but I just desperately want to see what this thing is like to drive in the dry, obviously wet weather tires. I'm going to click on the third just because I am noticing a lot of the same understeer that we got with the comfort tires in this car. I'm noticing a lot less turn in. Come on, grip up. There we go. I would say it feels in between the comfort hard and the sports medium. Maybe like a sports hard? What I would assume? I don't know. See those RPMs up, it grips up really well. We're about 4 seconds off of the racing stop through that sector. Probably could have done the chicane faster, but chose not to. Hard on the brakes into the last corner. A lot of understeer, Rear end trying to rotate a little bit there. But we're going to get there, and we are going across the line at a 122.6, which I do believe did just outrun the sports mediums there. Let's see. It did. So it outran, it has barely more performance points though, surprisingly enough, for over almost a full second. So there you go. Again, it beat a GR10 and an R18 on presumably racing softs for both cars on wets. That's crazy. But I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me during this little experiment and seeing from the worst tire to the best tire in the game, and with a sports medium in between and heavy wet, which tire, what the difference in time would be with the same driver. So, yeah, thank you all so much. I'll see you guys later.